I'm reading too because that's pretty
What
sweet.
book you reading?
You're a Badass. It's a really good book. The girl that's doing my YouTube, Jessica, she let me borrow it. It says our thoughts become our words become our beliefs become our actions become our habits, and our habits become our reality. So we're just every day we're just doing. We have I think I was listening to that thing I sent you last night. You'll have to listen to it. She talks about how we just live in habitual loops. Like we just do the same thing over and over, and to interrupt those, everything comes down to a decision we make, whether it's hitting the snooze button. I'm going to go to the gym today. I'm going to do this. I'm going to eat right. It comes down to a decision. And she was saying the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 breaks up that doing that before every decision, counting that down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can break that habitual loop, and you can, start new habits, create new habits, and do things you want to do instead of just being in that loop always. I'm gonna share a link on my Instagram and a swipe up thing. It's an awesome YouTube video. It's like 20 minutes or something, but it's this lady talking about that. She explains it a lot better than I just did, but it's a very, very good watch.
Yeah, you were saying something about like people just not taking action. You can learn as much as you want, but the number one thing that means the most is you got to fucking apply it, and you got to take action.
So there's knowledge and there's action. We have the knowledge. We just need to take the action. Like I know I shouldn't hit the snooze button, so I'm gonna get up. We have the knowledge of that. We just don't do it. That's just an example of it.
In the book, The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield is really good, and he talks about in that book, it's called Resistance, and it's in all of us. Like, resistance tries to say, oh, just sleep in, or just be lazy, or don't grab the book and read instead of watching a show, or don't do that. That's all resistance. And if you can fucking conquer that resistance, then you're going to be on a good track.
Hell yeah. Last night, I caught myself. Danny made an amazing dinner. We had some burgers with sweet potato fries. We just had an awesome dinner. And we were outside, and I was just sitting there thinking like of all this, because I'm like putting so much on my plate. I'm in camp. I got my Twitch channel. I'm running my YouTube channel. I just had all these thoughts going. It was like 7:38 at night, and I've been trying to turn off that mindset. Like, okay, no more business. It's nighttime. I'm gonna enjoy this. And I caught myself thinking like I just caught myself. I was thinking about all that stuff. I have to post this. I have to do this. I have to do this. And while I'm sitting there with all this food right in front of me, and Danny's there. And I remember just taking a couple deep breaths. I'm like, I can literally choose right now to be in the moment, enjoy this food, enjoy Danny's company, or think about all this stuff. Like I had that awareness. Like I can literally pick right now. I can think about all this, or I can be in the moment. And all of that is taking a couple deep breaths and just redirecting my thoughts. Like, okay, I'm not going to think about that right now. And it really changed the whole mood of the night. I had an awesome night, and just being aware of little things like that. And interrupting those thoughts is, it's something I'm working on, something I'll probably work on, forever. It's not like you're just gonna perfect it. So I was pumped last night that I was caught myself doing that. I'm like, sweet. And I think I caught myself doing that from meditation every morning. And it's not just in the morning. I do it throughout the day too. If I feel like, okay, I need to settle my mind, but that awareness is from meditation.
Fuck yeah.
Being aware of those thoughts, and it's just so huge, and it's cool. Like, because I've been meditating for a while now, like the amount of minutes, and it's just like now I'm starting to catch little things like that. I'm like, oh my god, it's powerful.
Dude, that's so badass. And that's like what Eckhart Tolle. He's a master. He's a black belt in living in the moment, and he'll teach you the ways to do it. And like just like Sean said too, like I'll catch myself the same way. Like I'll be at home, it's 8:00, sitting there comfortable, getting a little bit stressed about all the shit on our plate, or thinking about what I got to do this, or I got to build this here, or I got to think about this. I'm like, what the fuck? Like I'm gonna take a couple breaths and just be right here and spend time with Mariah and eat my food and put down my electronics at 8:30 at night, and just like that's what they say, especially in that Headspace app. If you can find little moments during the day to just take a couple breaths and feel where you're sitting and just be there and just shut your mind off, dude, it's so huge. I feel like I'm like right there, and we're growing together and being able to just be present and not let anxiety and not let our thoughts take control of us. I'm pissed off because of this, or I have anxiety because of this, or I'm like, like we're just able to be present. Yeah,
another thing I want to bring up, we were shopping for clothes on Sunday or whatever, and I got frustrated. I got a parking ticket, and this lady was just being a bitch, and I was just like, ugh. So we drove to the next location, and I was like kind of flustered. I'm like, God, why? Like, what, blah, blah, blah. And I was like focusing on the negative when I'm surrounded by the good. I'm like, I'm literally shopping for crazy outfits right now that I can wear on Fox, that I can wear to the fights, that I can wear to media. I'm with Danny. I'm with my camera girl. Like, we're having a good time. We just like had a pretty good lunch. Like, and I'm like surrounded by all this positive, all this good things. But my mind was focused on that negative, that parking ticket. I'm like, why? Like, and I caught myself again there. I'm like, I can literally choose to be happy or anxious and feel like, why is all this happening? That's who said that? Was it the Ryan Holiday book? I think it was. Obstacles Away. We're focused on the negative when we're surrounded by the good, and that was it's cool reading all these things and they just pop up randomly in your life, and you can come back to one of these books you read or something someone said. That really helped me think about that. I'm like, dude, today's a good day. Why am I doing that? So that was
Dude,
cool too.
I fucking love hearing that too, because like
Good.
in the past you could see a little bit like emotions or a mood would take you over and it would put you in a
for
bad
sure.
mood, and like me too. I'd hide it a little bit better, but like, dude,
I wouldn't hide it. If I was pissed, I was like,
yeah, snapping.
but it's just we're just not taught how to deal with our emotions like that.